to the stand, only she can, only Feehans. It's only Feehans.
I am growing and evolving and learning every day. Welcome back to another episode of OnlyFeehans with me, Kerryn Elizabeth Feehan, and my new Gucci glasses so I can see you guys. I got new glasses. So every 6 months or so, I lose my glasses. The pair before this were Tiffany's. They were beautiful, like light wire kind of frame with like little blue touches. The pair before that were Prada. They were like a red, like a burgundy. And I walk in and I'm like, I'm not doing this again. I'm not buying designer frames just to lose them or roll over them on my bed, because that's what I do. I climb into my bed when I'm done watching my living room TV. I go into my bedroom TV, but I still have my glasses on and my skincare and all my goofy shit. And I'm like, and then they fall off my face and I roll over them. So I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm not spending money on glasses frames again. So I walk in and I see the lady and she's like, hey girl, I've been seeing you on the gram. You look so good. And I'm like, yeah, I'm buying whatever she sells me. I tried though. I swear to God, I tried. I looked at her and I go, listen. She goes, what? What happened? You lost them? You lost your glasses? I'm like, yes. I was like, I am not buying designer. I was like, show me some cheap frames. Let me see some whatever, Warby Parker, whatever goofy shit you have. Give me some Ray-Ban. I don't know. She goes, okay. She goes, but first just try these on. Gucci. Who needs $900 frames? Nobody. I'm so sorry. I would never yell at you. I think you know that's part of the act when I do stuff like that, though. I think you know. She knows. She knows Mama's just doing her little jokes. So it is fun to see. Now, these are all steps that I've been taking. I had a very responsible week. The glasses is the first step to me getting my license, because I have to see. I think I have to take, Tim and I were talking about this, the vision test too.
Yes, you have to take the vision test.
7E39M.
Well,
M&M 69.
Yeah, if you have to take your driver's test again, you have to. But if you can renew your, do you have a license that can be renewed?
I don't think so, because I think maybe like once during college I went home to renew it.
Oh,
but we're talking decades ago.
Yeah, you're going to need... So what, do you just have like a regular ID?
Yeah, right now I just have a non-driver's ID.
Wow.
Yeah. And a passport, because, you know, I am international. So, yeah. So, the first step, glasses, and then I filled out the application to get my driver's permit. Maybe I'll just have a driver's permit forever. And I'll be like, hey, guys, I just need a buddy. Every time I see somebody with a car, I'm like, I'll drive your car. I have my learner's permit. Let me learn. I did drive a little bit in Cleveland. I moved a car from one area into a parking garage and parked it there. So I remember how to drive.
Yeah. Well, driving's not too tough. It's
just a vision. Like, I need to be wearing my glasses when I drive because I can't see. But I did it. I mean, I figured it out.
Yeah.
Squinting.
Micah always says she's a good driver, but she also does not have her driver's license.
Yeah.
And I drive us everywhere, and she says I'm a bad driver.
Are you?
I think I just am I'm not a great driver.
What's a great driver, though? You know, I mean, what a
Dale
scale.
Earnhardt.
Yeah. I know. I think of that video of that, like, Italian race car driver and his wife's in the car. And he's just, like, cutting up. He's so calm, and you can tell they're going, like, 180 miles an hour.
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
like, and she's like, Mamma mia! Hi!
That's every Italian driver, though. When you go to Italy, all of them drive like that. It's crazy.
I feel like if somebody's like an aggressive fast driver, I feel safe. I'm like, you got this. You're doing great. If somebody's more of like a nervous, like hands at like 10 and 2, I'm like, we're going to die. We're going to fucking die because you're a pussy and we're going to get rear-ended.
But yeah, Micah still won't get her license, so I drive us everywhere. But she insists she's a good driver.
Yeah.
But she's not going to get her license till we get a car.
Okay.
So I don't know when that's going to be, because I ain't getting it.
Wait, me and Micah should take driver's ed together.
That would be fun.
Watch Micah and I fail out of driver's ed because we talk too much in class.
You and Micah are bullying children.
There's 15-year-olds like, can you even fit in a car, you fat It'll be written up everywhere. Comedians harass teenagers in their driver's ed class. one of them starts sleeping with underage.
Micah.
Micah, not again.
Oh,
Weather's been good. A lot of pool days. A lot of gym, pool shows. New York Comedy Club's been hot. I've been having friendship times. Went to Ari Shafir's for 4th of July, which was really fun. We climbed up on his roof, which he called it a ladder. This thing was just like 8 pieces of metal and then rope on the side, and you just had to figure it out. And going up was scary. Coming down was scarier.
we tried to go to our roof.
Yeah.
At our building. Same situation. Micah and I looked at it and we go, no.
It's not worth it.
No.
I've seen fireworks.
Yeah.
I'm also, the second the last one goes off, I'm like, time for bed. Everybody go to bed.
But getting down, everyone got down. Did anyone fall?
Not while I was there,
Okay.
but I think after I left, people got maybe a little more toasty, so maybe they had some accidents. There was Ryan Long came with like that, I don't know, he's like a fitness influencer, kind of. No, it's not fitness. He's like male. He's like the male mind. Who is he? Shut up, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Hold on. Chris, he's got like 4 million followers.
Really?
Chris Williamson. 2.7 mil. He was there, and I'm like a fan, like, because I know his content or whatever, and I was like, oh, this guy's hot. And then nobody introduced me to him.
Oh, no.
People always cockblock me, but he like checked me out, and I was like, you're short. He looked like he podcasts like a tall man.
He podcast high, yeah.
Sure. But then I was like, we're making direct eye contact. You must be little. No, but we didn't officially meet, but I'm sure he's thinking about me. That was really fun. I've had so many hot dogs and hamburgers that I'm good.
Really?
I think for the season, I'm good. I've had 0 lobster rolls, 0 fried clams, like no fucking jewels of the ocean have entered my face.
No Northeast delicacies.
No, not an oyster. I mean, I want fried clams with the bellies. I want a pile of them, and I want a fucking scoop of tartar sauce in one hand and go, That's what I want to fucking do. I have a very big idea tomorrow. Tim and Mike are invited. They're probably going to the beach. I don't know. I could do both. I could go to the beach and then come back and do this idea. But me and the dog moms and I, we are going to have races in the pool starting at 6. If you guys are in the area and you're a close personal friend of mine and have my phone number, hit me up. Oh, wait. This will already... You guys missed the races.
I didn't want to say anything. I wanted to see how long you were going to invite people.
I'm an idiot. But here's the plan. There's like 4 of us. We're going to do races like elimination style. I beat you, you're out. I race the next person. I beat them, they're out. I eliminate 5 of the dog moms is what's going to happen. Race after race. I'm never going to be tired. And then we're not even going to come back to our apartments. We're going to bring whatever we brought to the pool, maybe a maxi dress, whatever, and we're going to walk over to PJ Clark's and get sunset lobster rolls. And it's going to be fucking awesome. I can't wait. Because we're going to be so hungry from all that mild cardio.
Yeah. Of course. I mean, who ate more than, I forgot his name.
Who ate more than who?
The swimmer, remember?
Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps, when he was in the Olympics that last time, they showed how much he would eat every day.
It's like swimming is the sneakiest of cardio. You don't realize it, but you're burning, and you can fill it back up with lobster rolls.
My aunt lost over 110 pounds swimming every day.
Yeah, my family's been having a lot of fun that I'm like kind of sad I'm like missing out on. They're just having, it's just they all live on Cape Cod, or a lot of them live on Cape Cod, and so the summer memories are just, they're spectacular. I mean, I just see them in picture form, and they're glorious. There's no better, I don't give a fuck your Jersey Shore, fuck your Delaware, whatever. Cape Cod, Massachusetts, the quintessential summer destination. Sorry, it is. Nothing beats it. The most beautiful beaches, the best seafood, preppy ass white people. Give it to me. But I'm in Portsmouth right now. I love when I know the time. And that's a fun place too. And my mother and aunt and I are definitely going on a harbor tour sale.
Whoa.
My mother texts me. She's like, I already bought the tickets. I look, it's 3.5 hours long. I'm like, can't kill myself. 3.5 hours. But it's like, it's a sailing tour and then there's a walking tour too. So knock on wood, my mom doesn't fall down and bust her head open like she did in Tampa.
She trip over a rooster or something?
Dude,
what happened?
I didn't tell this. I didn't tell you. I was doing side splitters with Aaron Putnam. Happy birthday, Aaron Putnam, by the way. Yesterday was his birthday. He is 75 years old. We go, and there's a slant, like, in the road, like, coming up, like a little, like, an off-ramp for your feet or whatever. But if you didn't see it, you would... you would misjudge it or whatever. Mm-hmm. Both Aaron and I are like, hey, Ma, look, because she's going to cane. Look. It's like she did it on purpose. She's like, no, I'm falling. I'm falling today. Busted her fucking head open.
Karen Elizabeth, I busted my head open for attention.
Help your mother. All right. I'm going to smoke this. Ask me a question, Tim.
All right, Karen, while you smoke that, you said right before we started that you had a good story about going to the dentist today. Did we already talk about your dentist adventures?
Oh, we are going to be going to the dentist for a long time. We love the dentist. They sent me my treatment plan. I was like, shut up. I was like, can I just get like a hot dentist so I like look forward to this every 3 months, whatever I have to go.
Is your dentist
I actually liked my dentist. It's a new dentist. I went to this place called Tend because they're like, this is like a spa. It's not like the dentist. And I'm like, okay. But it's not. It's still the dentist.
You can get your feet massaged as long as you want, but they still are just sticking sharp things into your mouth.
I know. Like the lady's like, I'm going to be your, like, whatever they're called, dental hygienist, nurse today. And I was like, oh, do I get like a pedicure? And she was like, open your mouth. Open your mouth. But no, I was on my way walking there, and I like to get, like, not dressed up to go to the dentist, but I like to look relatively presentable because, I don't know, I feel like you come in there to the dentist looking like a slob, they're not going to believe you when you lie about how much you floss. But if you have a nice dress on, they're like, she's trying.
If she does this for herself, what about her teeth?
Right, yeah. Yes. Like, there's no way. Like, her teeth could be a total fucking mess. So, I'm walking... And I have a cute dress on, and I see this guy, tall guy, like 6'2", maybe 6'3", big dog too. And so, I mean, this is like one of those things that was like too perfect, right? I'm like, this feels like a setup. It feels like this is a hired actor. Like this, like the universe knows I need some like real, like hardcore male attention, like right now, right on my way to the dentist. And it's like, maybe this will get her to go to the dentist if she thinks she's gonna. Because this guy chased me down the block. He let the dog chase me down the block or whatever to come get my number. Ryan.
Really?
Yeah, Ryan. He's in my phone as Street Ryan. And he comes up to me, or he's like, can you say hi, like talking about the dog. And I'm like, oh yeah, the dog wants to say hi. And he's like, oh, I want to say hi too. And
nice.
then
Cool, this guy's cool,
dude. I loved it. The like out in the wild hit on me that wasn't a fan. Like, if you're a fan, always come up to me. I need the ego boost. Never be afraid. I don't care. You could have open sores, dude. Come on up. Come on, step right up. But it's a different kind of feeling when it wasn't like tired. It was like Regan, OnlyFeehans, see your asshole. You know, that's like what happens. You know, kind of frequently. But this was just based on hotness.
Nice.
Just looks.
The dress is working. The teeth are shining.
The teeth were dull. So yeah. And then texting was okay. Here's my thing. They always want to come to a show. No, that's not a date. That's not our first meeting. It's not you coming to my job where I'm talking about unhinged shit up there. Like, you don't get to, like, peek into my professional world. Like, basically just get this, like, entire slice of me, right? Because you're seeing whoa, this is what this bitch is like at work. This is what she's like on stage. Like, and then, especially if you're a civilian, you're like, all this shit's true.
Oh yeah.
Like, not to be insulting, but I mean, sometimes I do wonder if people can suspend their disbelief. I do think people struggle with critical thinking sometimes when taking in the art that is stand-up comedy. And they're like, that's real, dude. So that does bug me. And he's like, so can I come tonight? And I'm like, no. I was like, I just wrote back, with like 5 M's. Like, no.
Yeah. And it's also tough. I mean, that aside, you now have to like introduce him to a lot of people.
I know. That's the thing. I got to babysit now too.
Yeah.
And I don't like half the people on the lineup. I'm just kidding. There's not a single comic I don't like. But but that's such a good point. You're like, it's so much more than, first of all, if I bomb, I got a lot of new stuff right now. And it's like, I don't need to, I want to do with my set whatever I was planning on doing with that set, whether
Right.
it's like fucking just go up, killed, or if it's like work on stuff. I want to be able to not worry about this hot guy, like not thinking I'm hot. But I don't know, like men are so warped too that I think sometimes when like a female comic bombs, it won't turn a guy off. It'll turn a girl off.
Yeah. It won't turn a guy off. He doesn't care. But he also just was trying to make it a thing so that he didn't have to come up with anything for you guys to do.
No shit. And I do
As
think
a guy who takes advantage of what Micah's doing a lot.
I do think he's probably another one who's like too young, but he was so tall. And so I think that, yeah, the youth is probably what's like driving that. He's like, oh, go check out her show. And it's like, are you a fan? Are you trying to date me? Like, you chased me down the block with this dog, like,
Right.
to get my number because you thought I was hot. Like, do you want to f me? No, you need to witness this spoken word thing I do first. Check out the pod, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell. It's just like,
Now that will turn a man off if you say you're doing...
check out the pod, bro.
No. No, he'll
Buy
like
a t-shirt.
that. If you say you're doing a spoken word thing.
No, right. Yeah.
Any dude is like, women talking.
Really? Yuck.
But yeah, that's... So, have you set up other plans?
No.
Okay.
He goes, I was like, no, for our first date, like, I'll come watch you work.
Yeah.
And he was like,
You're
okay.
going to come to Foot Locker? Shoe Foot Locker? Jesus Christ. I'm an idiot.
Because it almost sounded like you were trying to say shufa, which is like loofah for your shoes. I was like, shufa locker. But he works in finance.
Oh, nice.
Which is great. Yeah, I mean, we bumped into each other on Wall Street.
This is literally just what you were saying 2 weeks ago or something.
That I wanted this?
Yes. You wanted a finance guy.
Yeah, because I like this schedule. I like the early mornings.
Mm-hmm.
I like an early bedtime during the week. And if, like, you need to rage on the weekend to get it out of your system, your little Wall Street boy, go ahead.
I like it.
Go do your blow. I don't care. But what was I going to say?
You were talking about his age.
I go, fine. No, for our first date, like, I'll come watch you at work. And he goes, all right, well, hopefully it'll be a day that I'm working from home. And I'm like, all right, like, you're trying to fuck.
Yeah.
I get it, but, like, we gotta have a meal. I understand, like, the world we live in. But, like, what's so hard about... He would, like, that, when he came up to me, he was like, maybe we can, like, walk the dogs later. Because that dog, also, tidbit, wasn't his dog.
Oh.
I like that he was upfront and honest about that immediately, though.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. But then I showed him a picture of Mabel, and he looked at her like he loved her. And I was like...
Oh, what's not to love?
I know. And he was like, yeah, we should meet up and walk on. But I also am like, I'm a slut. Especially in the beginning, I'm like, just like this.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to... Committing to a dog walk is, like, also tough because how do you get out of there?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
If you want to dip early, like, what would... I just, like, let Mabel chase down a squirrel. Like, I just let her go. I'm like, I guess I have to go.
You let Mabel kill his dog?
Well, that's the other thing in my head. I'm like, Mabel's not meeting this f***ing dog. because we don't have the remote to your e-collar, but it's in the mail. It's going to be here any day, and you're going to be back to noon. You're going to camp on Friday, and Auntie Nicole is going to put you on the bus in the van. Yeah, you're going for 3 days to camp to go see Ebony and the other big dogs. And she said you weren't a problem at all. No dog reactivity.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So the other thing is, remember the pitcher, the Detroit Lions pitcher?
Yes.
I didn't realize it, but I think we're dealing with a real ESL situation.
English is a second language.
Yeah.
For
I think he's like Eastern European or something, because the way he's mixing, the way he's not hitting like subject verb agreements in sentences, he's like the misconjugation that's happening with verbs is interesting.
Huh.
Yeah. And it's like, I've dated someone who's like dabbled in Ebonics or whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
This
absolutely.
is different.
Okay. Yeah. So you've dated someone who's tried hard not to speak the language.
This is different though.
Okay.
He's trying. He's just like mixing up pronouns. He's making things plural when they shouldn't be. I'm not correcting grammar anymore, ever over text or anywhere. I don't care. What do I care? Be a free spirit. Spell things completely wrong.
Well, did he have an accent when you talked to him?
We've never talked. We've only messaged.
I thought you met in person.
Me and the pitcher, the Detroit pitcher.
Oh, I'm
this
an
is
idiot.
The other guy. Switch guys. Sorry,
I'm an
switch
idiot.
guys. Everybody.
I'm sorry.
The Detroit pitcher is 6'5", though. So
Now
both of
that's
these-
pretty cool.
I'm just creating a hammock.
Is he coming to town to play either the Mets or
Not
the
till
Yankees?
September.
What the hell?
But he says he wants to like bring me to a game. Like,
Bring us to a game.
I looked at their schedule. It seemed like I think one of the first cities I saw was like Cleveland. I'm like, how many times do I have to go to Cleveland in 1 year? I like it there, though. I like it there.
That's cool. So how did he? I didn't know about the pitcher. Did he slide into your DMs?
Yeah.
Wow, like a real baseball player.
Yeah. We could read them because I don't think they're going anywhere. I don't think this is going anywhere. His last name is Balazovic.
Oh, okay.
And has like all these like different things on it. Like things. Yeah, like he just replied to like one of my like, I mean, some might call it a thirst trap. This was an artful photo by David, my friend David Bird. But he just wrote, need you. And I was like, all right, I let that one slide, ignored it. And then the
Nice.
next one he goes, you should come to Toronto for a show. See, I feel like he started off good.
Yeah, giving you the attention you want, then being 6'5", those are two good starts.
Here, wait, ready?
Yes.
Regardless, I'd like to take you out if you got time for me. Haha. Worst comes to worst, you'll have a fire dinner.
That's
That's
pretty,
not that bad. That's not that good.
That's actually pretty good. This guy, I think he's doing a pretty good job
Shit, I blew it.
by the Tim metrics of taking a lady out, you know? You're getting at
Oh,
least
wait.
a fire dinner.
I remember. We started texting. It got bad on text.
Oh.
All right. He's back in.
All right, I like it.
I think there was one sentence where I was like, what the fuck are you trying to say? It's just like, I get bored fast.
Yeah.
If it's not like, you know what I mean?
Sure,
You
yeah,
guys
yeah,
know what
yeah.
I mean?
It's got to
Then
be...
you remember how tall they are, and you're just like, I'll do whatever, dude. Have a terrible conversation. Let's keep having this fucking wretched convo.
I'd love to look up at you while we have a bad convo.
Workouts have been going great. I did GTX last night,
Whoa.
which is my treadmill class. Started at 6:30 with Brianna, who I fucking love. I don't get to take her classes enough just because our schedules don't line up, but I love her. She's just... And then she saw me this morning in Ron's class. Hi, Ron. I know you fucking watch my podcast. He doesn't. I want to clip this out and tag him because he hates me. This morning, this girl walked in. Okay, so then I took Ron's alpha strength class this morning. This girl walked in. Her name's Lauren, tall, beautiful brunette. And he just looked at her, all teeth, smiles. Good morning, Lauren. And then he looked over at me. He was like, hi.
Whoa.
It makes me laugh so hard that he's like, what? I think people feel free to be mean to me
Sure.
because I'm mean.
Yes.
So I think that's actually a gift that I give. Because I can't help myself, and I will say wretched little things. Free your dragons.
Yes.
Let them rip, dude. Nothing hurts. We're all made of steel.
It's the nice people you got to worry about.
Everybody gives a shit about the Epstein list. Who cares?
I'm obsessed with it.
There's pedophiles. Oh, really? No, really? Oh my God. Who cares? Who cares? They probably did disgusting, freaky shit. I know they're draining adrenochrome from like 6-year-old Filipino kids and injecting them into like Katy Perry or whoever. It's like I feel like I don't even probably have the capacity to know the depths of it. But why are you obsessed?
I'm obsessed with the fact that they said they have it and now they don't.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
It's
a circus.
I like the sheer and utter incompetence of it all.
Well,
I don't care who's on it.
No, right.
But
I see what you're saying. You're like, it's crazy that they're just going to lie to us. Like, we're all, like, you guys were like, they're lying to you about COVID and the lockdowns and the vaccines, but we're not lying to you. It's like, wait a minute. You literally said you had it, remember?
Yes.
We were all here. She said she had it.
She said it was on her desk.
On her desk, like she was about to grade it. Good pedophile, bad pedophile, C+, D-. Like, I get that's frustrating.
Yeah.
Like, our leadership is frustrating. And yeah, I mean, I guess
Elon tweeting that Trump was on the Epstein list.
Sure, I'm sure he is.
Which it's like, but then it's like, okay, well, if he was in that deep, then he knows there is an Epstein list.
Yes.
And then they're still saying that there's not an Epstein list. It's just...
He's just trying to act his way out of this scene until it's
Yeah.
over. He's just trying to do this because what are they going to do? Bust down the door, like hold him at gunpoint, like say, give us the list? I don't even know who those people are that would do that.
What, and
Dave Smith? Is it Dave Smith?
I think it's Dave.
Give me the pedophiles. So what? What are we going to do? Make a Mount Rushmore of pedophiles? Are we going to make a big poster, like a collage? Like, here's all the pedophiles. Like, oh, cool. Like, I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, I get that. And there are,
You know who's going to be on there probably? Seventh Heaven, Dad. Did you watch that documentary?
I have not seen the documentary, but I did know about it.
Nelly, I forgot about that fucking Seventh Heaven pastor guy doing gross stuff.
Bad.
And then, but his thing is like, he's so mentally ill the way he defends himself during, like, he did an interview with Katie Couric or somebody,
Okay.
after it all came out. And the way he, like, describes it, he's, like, still blaming the girls. These girls were, like, 10 years old. He goes, and she touched me in an inappropriate way.
Wow.
He, like, grabbed her hand and put it on his penis. Like, he's a monster. It's crazy. But, anyway, watch the doc. I don't want to give away too much. That was a highlight.
Jeffrey Jones will be on there, the principal from Ferris Bueller?
Sure.
Yeah.
Probably a bunch of politicians and athletes and billionaires.
Stephen Hawking?
Of course.
I mean, that's... Mike and I were talking about that the other day. It's like incredible that there just had to be someone with a gun there to point it at the girl and be like, take the melted man in his wheelchair now.
Roll the butter to its bedroom. Stop calling me butter. No,
I am not butter. I am a human being.
Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, we're being lied to. Hello,
Yeah.
obviously.
I'm just obsessed with the lying. I don't care about the list particularly. And I do like the now flip that people have had to do.
What?
Like that
Yeah.
Tucker Carlson's and the Alex Jones being like, well, I mean, I don't think Trump would ever do any of these things. And I don't think I think it's someone above Trump in the deep state that's holding this stuff back.
Dude, how many pictures? How many pictures do you need
Yeah.
of them together? Not on the they were on the plane. You think they're hanging out here, but they're not going to a fantasy pussy island together? What are you talking about? You're like, no, we just have lunch. Like, the opportunity arises for us to go fuck teenagers in White Sands, but we have business. Suck my dick. I'm not saying who cares, because if you were a young woman who was like trapped and manipulated in those types of situations, I think that's, vile and disgusting. But I also, part of me, it's like to think that powerful men aren't going to want to hunt young pussy.
That's why they get powerful.
I mean, it's part of, I don't know. It's like you want to ignore that slice of the pie. You want to make it disappear. You want to wave your like finger at like, you're not going to prosecute anybody. He hung himself. Giselle's doing all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Poor thing. I hope she finds a nice lesbian in there. I feel like she was just, I started watching, I didn't watch much of it, her doc. I feel like she was just a fucking kinky, slutty, whatever, soldier.
Yeah, and her dad was kind of a bad guy too, so that doesn't really help her with her upbringing.
No, she had been in that, she probably started seeing shit like that from a very young age. And I enjoyed it. There was like something they described her, she came downstairs with scarves. At like one of these like elite parties, this woman was describing it, and she goes, "Okay, now all the women are gonna take their tops off. We're gonna blindfold the men, and they're gonna feel your breasts and try to decide who's who."
Oh,
and
now
I mean,
that's a cool game.
If I knew that we were playing that game at that party, I'd be like, "All right, we're playing the tit game tonight. Like, cool. I'm down. I'm down. I'm about to get my period. Like, I feel good. Like, I'm also probably people are gonna know it's me like right away." But, like, if you spring that on me after, like, a pot roast or whatever, I'm not trying to have my tits out after I just ate mashed potatoes. Like, I need to digest.
You know a game people used to play in Indianapolis when I started comedy? We'd do these comedy parties.
Yeah.
They'd have, it was called the Tim McLaughlin game.
Oh, God.
And they would have these girls
what is it?
Show their tits.
Find a rich girlfriend and move into there?
Now, that's a good game. No, this game was bad. They would have girls show their tits to everyone at the party but me.
Oh, that's so mean. Who came up with that?
Chris Bowers.
What a jerk.
And girls would love to do it because they'd see how sad I was.
They did it just like the thought like of you being like, nope, you weren't. Everyone but you. Buddy.
Everybody but me. And then I'd be like, come on, show me your tits now.
Oh, and then you sound like a fucking desperate weirdo.
Yeah, yep. It was bad.
That's funny. But I feel like Ghislaine would have never let that happen. She's like, no, Tim feels the tits. Yeah. Tim sees the tits. We all play together. It's all an even game.
Kerryn, I agree with you. Gislaine's a hero.
I know she's not a hero. I guess I just sometimes feel like the demonization of these people is a distraction from other more pressing issues.
Yeah, we have homegrown pedos that we need to take down.
Real pedos, child. I get it. Like, these girls are like teenagers. I get it. I'm a fucking feminist, whatever. But you're like, we're talking like sex trafficking, fucking like toddlers and shit. Like, get them. Mm-hmm. Go get them. Trump, fucking an 18-year-old when he's in his 40s. Oh, no, really? I don't know. Like, what am I supposed to be, appalled? I mean, this is why people think women are retarded. Like, what? He did? Yeah, stupid. Obviously, stupid. These shorts suck, dude. These shorts were so expensive. I'm fucking returning them. They're by this brand called Mother. Then they're all like, like good for the planet. Oh. But they fucking suck and they're going back.
I thought that was like a thing, like, how gay guys say like mother. I actually don't know what I'm talking about, and I have no connection to the homosexual world in any way.
Community?
Yes. Community is the right word.
So glad Pride's over. I keep saying that to Ron. Oh, so glad Pride's over. It was so annoying.
Did Ron go out there? Was Ron out in the streets?
Probably. I'm just kidding. No, Ron's cool. Ron's tougher than, like, anybody. When Ron talks shit, and he never does this. This is, like, fiction I'm about to say. This is, like, you can't take words as truth. Like, this is all, like, I'm not serious about anything I'm about to say about Ron. When he talks shit about the people in his class, it's so fucking funny. Like, because some people, kudos. I mean, everybody has to have a first class, right? Like, you're not going to be an expert, like, right out the gate. But some people, it's not really enough. I'm sorry. This is humiliating. Some people, it's not really a knowledge thing. It's like an effort thing, and also just like a putting two and two together. And Ron will just be like, Do you want me to put the fucking weight on it for you? This chick showed up to GTX last night. 10 minutes into the class, it's an hour-long class. It's like a 50-50 workout. So you're on the treadmill for half of it, and then you're lifting weights for the other half. And she left after 10 minutes on the treadmill.
So she showed up 10 minutes late, did 10 minutes, and then cut.
And she's like, and it's like, listen, if you don't feel well, I've left classes. Just kidding. But I'm sure I could. If I was a little bitch.
Yes.
No, I just would push through the pain if it was me, honestly. I took class when I had shingles. But
Jesus. Aren't shingles super painful?
I waited until I couldn't wait anymore. I waited 2 weeks. And then I took a fucking yoga class when I had shingles, and I was bawling my eyes out. But I had to find my muscles. Like, I had to get back in there. We were losing ourselves.
I've heard shingles is brutal.
It was so bad. I got it after I got the vaccine, and this will probably get flagged on the internet. But it was so bad. It felt like I was wearing a corset with the needles in it, and every time I inhaled, it was like getting stabbed.
Damn.
And then sometimes it was worse than others, and then sometimes it wouldn't hurt. So that mentally, you were in this constant state of anxiety, oh my God, is this next one going to hurt so much? They put me on a nerve blocker, gabapentin, and it made it better, but didn't fix it all the way.
How long did it last?
2 weeks. That's the thing. It was so long.
Wow.
It was so long. It was dreadful. I probably came out of it a little before 2 weeks, maybe 10 days, because I'm just stronger than the average person. But
it's like Wolverine. Yeah, I think Tommy's my friend of the show, Tommy McNamara. I think his girlfriend had shingles for a month.
Poor thing.
I think it can last a really long time.
Well, it's your immune system that it's attacking, I'm pretty sure. So, or it's a virus. I don't know. You want a strong immune system.
To get rid of it?
Yeah, and I think that helps get rid of it. And I have one because I don't take antibiotics.
Oh, that's good.
Or I haven't in a really, really long time.
Mabel is a good dog.
I love her so much. That's another reason I want to get my license, because I want to just throw her in the back of my car and drive to Vermont.
Just go play with the Frisbee on a big, big yard?
Yeah, just get a nice little Airbnb for her and I. And we'll just go there.
That'll be good.
Are you going to come up here? You're my best friend. Oh, you know what I saw today?
What?
In the Oculus, they're doing, did you see it?
I saw it.
It's so cool, right?
The boxing.
The lady boxing. Taylor, hold on, what are their names? Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. Amanda Serrano is really good, right?
Yes.
And then who's Katie Taylor? Because she's so cute. I want to root for her.
I don't know. But yes, I saw it. I go through the Oculus in the summer to get here.
Nice.
Because it's so.
Yeah, they're
freaking
live
hot.
now. You saw the cameras. They're live. This is cool.
They got big blow-ups
We
of
could
them.
just go there because I see people are just standing.
Yeah, everyone was posted up around the outside. I go on the second floor, and they were all posted around the outside, and it was annoying to get through.
Yeah, it was probably more packed. I was there around 5 or no. What time was I there? No, 4. But they were already starting.
Yeah, it was going. They were announcing a fight as I was leaving to come here.
Are they fighting, or are they just play fighting?
I don't know. I'm not 100% positive, but they did have big, huge balloon blow-ups
Huge balloon blow-ups. We'll have to add this to the pod to show the people how cool it is if they set that up there.
Because I was like, something's happening. God damn it, foreigners are going to be in my way.
There used to be a boxer guy that started doing announcements that I talked to. I forget his Chris something. He was hot. I'm gonna bring him back on the roster.
I did a podcast a long, long time ago with a UFC fighter who was a heavyweight fighter. And he's a guy, he was one of those guys that's so big, he was always able to beat everyone up until he got into the UFC. And he goes, yeah, man, I'm a funny guy. I do funny stuff.
They all are.
He's like this dude at McDonald's the other day had a tray full of food and drinks. I just knocked it right out of his hand. I was like,
isn't it funny to be a harassing, violent bully? Aren't I a jokester?
and I go, you sound like a giant fucking asshole. And he looked at me as if no one's ever said it to him in his life.
Right.
Before.
Maybe not.
But
what a bully.
Yeah, it was crazy. He was like, I thought you guys would think that was really funny. I go, yeah, no.
No.
The fighting with the boxing ring and stuff was very cool in there.
I know. Like, I feel like they didn't tell us that was happening. I mean, it's just the mall, you know? And, like, you should give us a heads up.
You think they should flyer your apartment? Because you probably go through that mall every day.
I go through it quite a bit. I love that mall.
Yeah.
Shout out to the mall.
Yeah, it's good.
I've been loving my neighborhood. I think, you know, at first I was like, I was like getting an itching to like go and like be places, and then you realize that like you're going to be gone for like the first 3 weeks of August, so it's okay to enjoy your neighborhood.
Yeah, I know Micah would like to live over here so she could run by the water every fucking day.
Just move over here.
Oh yes, we will. Except we're broke now. I don't know if you've heard, but we're absolutely destitute broke.
No, you're not. Everything's fine.
That's what I keep saying, Kerryn.
And like I keep seeing like horoscopes, and everybody's gonna make money.
Oh, good, because that really needs to be true for me,
dude. Everything's gonna start popping. You just gotta stay consistent, persistent, and believe in yourself.
That's all I've done for 16 years. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't been consistent.
And a little, you know, luck.
You got to have luck. You got to have a little bit of luck.
You gotta have luck.
I think I used up all my luck getting Micah.
Oh, that is so sweet. Nobody ever says stuff like that to me or about me.
Oh, I'd never say it to her. She'd call me gay. But
I'm going to clip it out and send it to her. It's so nice. I also tried to watch the Black Hawk Down thing.
The movie?
No.
Oh.
The documentary. It's like a series.
Oh,
I think
okay.
I was on episode 3, but I keep falling asleep. It's not that well made. I don't know. Maybe, I guess if you're a military person, maybe you're really into it. Some of the accents that the Somalis have, it's very hard to follow along.
Sure.
And they do subtitles, but I'm so distracted by the different dental features of the individuals that sometimes
Sure.
I find it hard to follow along.
Yeah, it's tough. And this is why you have to go to the dentist so that people don't get distracted watching this pod.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
So,
bad teeth are hard not to.
I mean, these things are like crazy. Like, we're talking like 5 different columns that are all like pointed.
All kinds of ways.
All kinds of different ways. But anyway, I saw one lady's husband who died, and I was like, that's so sad. And then I saw one guy who was held hostage who was like so hot when he was held hostage. And they show him now, like 20 years later, and I'm like, well, yuck.
Get this man back in an internment camp.
Maybe he needs to be starved a little.
POW, FAT.
I mean, I love men in uniform.
Yeah. Well, you're just like a manly guy, I feel like.
I do. I like whatever, though. I'm easily convinced.
Just add a few inches to the
Sure.
man. I'm convinced as hell.
I think maybe that's kind of true, but then I also do get the ick quite quick. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm very liberal with, like, sure, everybody, you can have a chance. Let me see what you got. Let's show the class the presentation.
Chance over!
And then it is like, oh, you never should have even tried. Who did you think this was?
But I gave it my best shot.
I know, mama. Yeah, but you have a terrible personality.
Well, do you think you'll ever be able to get yourself out of having the ick so quickly, or do you think it'll just
No, it's so like physiological. It's so biological. It starts in my stomach.
Oh,
it's
wow.
not something that I go over in my brain and I try to like talk myself in and out of. It's an actual physical repulsion that I get for an individual who I could have previously been like very into.
That's interesting. What are your top? Would you give out your top?
Icks?
Yeah.
Vaping.
Okay.
Vaping's my number one.
Would you rather they smoke cigarettes?
Yep.
Or just, oh wow.
I don't love cigarettes.
Okay. So, but cigarettes are not an ick.
Not necessarily.
But vaping, you're out.
Disgusting.
Oh, okay.
It's the smell. It's everything about it. It's the little plastic thing you're sucking on. Like, what are you doing? But then, it's not. Other stuff gives me the ick too, like personality traits.
Indecision, like, is there any?
No, like if you're like pompous or like overly confident or like try to nag me too hard, like out the gate,
Yeah,
you can ease your way into it.
you're right. Gotcha. So you want them to be nice.
Well, this is what I do. I'm like cyclical, right, with all my love affairs.
Sure. Okay. Kerryn,
This
sounds-
is philosophy
All right.
stuff.
Right. Okay.
This is about my childhood trauma because my dad was extremely withholding. Every time I want to like show him my monologues that I was working on, he would watch me with his eyes shut.
He was taking it in through his mind palace.
But every like time my dad said something nice to me about like me, if I look about looking pretty or did well or this and that, if it was anything about like how I looked or like if I was like dressing up for something, it would never come from him. I would always hear my mom go tell her she looks pretty. Go fucking tell her. And then, but if it ever came to academic and or sports achievement, Dad's all about it. Dad's like, let's go. I wish you were a boy. No. But so that's my trauma, please. If that's trauma,
Right.
like, give me a fucking
Well,
break.
it'll screw you up a little bit.
Not really. I think I got like the best dad. I think that's the great version of a dad.
Yeah, it's true.
So my stuff will be like cyclical. Like I'll go for a guy who is just so like bad and mean to me. Mm-hmm. And then the next guy that comes along, I will, because my like little ego will be like hurt, a little vulnerable. The nice guy will come next. And he will get absolutely annihilated so fast. It happens every time. We break them.
And Mabel's like, I just want
But it's
petties.
quick. But it's quick and painless, I think, for them, because I'm not a lingerer.
Right.
Like if I can be like any of this and that, but then when I'm done, I'm done. Like I will like have no reason. Like once the ick sets in, like I'm not rekindling just to rekindle.
Yeah. Well, that's good. At least that's good, because a lot of girls will just do the on-off.
A lot of
on-off,
people
which
do, yeah.
And by girls, I meant people, and because I also used to do it all the time.
No, I'm
but
not saying I haven't done it. I won't do it with somebody that I'm done with.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Well, those are good. That's good to know. So people out there listening.
People.
Yes. Tall men.
Also, I go stretches of being alone.
Yeah.
Sans partner. Mm-hmm. Partner is job.
It's tough.
Partner is job and responsibility and like all that stuff. Like, partner is job.
I do like being alone. I'm going to a movie alone at 9:45 on Friday.
What are you going to see?
I'm going to see Superman in the morning at 9:45
a.m.
Yes.
I didn't realize.
Then I'm like, then I'll have my day.
Yeah.
After I go, because I've been working really hard this week. We've been getting a lot of stuff done for this pod, for my other pod.
Yeah.
A lot of things a lot of irons are in the fire. And I was like, I'm going to treat myself to a morning movie. And I go, Micah, do you want to go see Superman at 9:45? She goes, I'd rather die. So now I get to go alone and have my little alone time.
I keep seeing this new Superman, and he looks like a twink.
Yes, he's not. He's
masculine or tough.
Well, he's more of a...
Who is it? Marvelous Miss Maisel is Lois Lane?
Marvelous Miss Maisel is Lois Lane.
I mean, not to
Lois
sound like
Lanowitz.
a bitch, but I'm out. I just, on those two things alone.
I like the guy who wrote and directed it.
Who's that?
James Gunn.
All right.
So I like he does a good job with movies. So I'm
okay.
excited. And they're trying to do kind of a throwback to the Christopher Reeves style of Superman, like body, where it's not like a super jack guy. It's just a guy who's pretty in shape.
Fit.
Yeah.
You like that.
I like that. I like to look at that kind of guy, beat off at the IMAX.
I mean, at least they're not doing like an overweight like Superman. It's like, at least they're not like Bert Kreischer's the next Superman.
He doesn't even wear a suit. He just goes into he just takes his shirt off in the telephone booth.
Vestibule. The vestibule.
But yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it'll be fun. There hasn't been a good Superman movie since like the Christopher Reeves ones.
I want to go to the movies.
We want to go see 28 Years Later.
The zombie movie.
Yes.
I already saw Sinners. I feel like I'm one zombie movie a summer.
Well, what do you want to see?
I don't know. They better make something for me. Nothing's really like getting me going. Like I'll watch the Brad Pitt one. That's on Netflix though, right?
F1?
Yeah.
No, that's still in theaters.
Oh, it's still in theaters?
Yeah.
Oh, I would go watch that because Brad still fucking has it, dude.
He looks hot.
Has Javier Bardem made any movies as of late?
He was in the recent episode of Conan O'Brien Travels or whatever. So no. Do you want me to be the producer for this guy that you met on the street and be like, hey, take her to a movie, take her to go see Brad Pitt in F1?
Yep.
If you're watching this, dude, fucking
Street Ryan,
text Karen, take her to see Brad Pitt in F1.
I also we haven't stalked each other on social media yet, so
I'm sure he's looked.
He's only got my first name though.
Really? And did you spell it out for him?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's a unique first name.
Yeah.
But that's interesting.
I also didn't remember telling him that I did stand up, but during our quick little meeting, I must have.
Yeah.
Because I asked him what he did.
Yeah, then you probably told him.
I also could see myself saying I'm famous.
I'm famous, and you're lucky that this dog you don't own wanted to say hi to me.
You're making me late for the dentist, and I'm famous. So, anything else?
No, we just got some. I don't know if you want to tell them about the irons we got, but they can look forward to some irons that we've got in the fire over here at the.
You tell them, Tim.
Well, I've been working with the people at T Public. We're gonna have some merch coming out soon.
Merch. It's gonna be cool and hot. You're all gonna want some. The
guy who made the coasters for Kerryn. If you can get in touch with me at hot_comic69 and send me that, we'll work something out.
We'll work something out.
Yeah,
because you're an artist.
You're an artist, and it's a great logo, and we'd want to use it.
We like it. What's my hair doing?
And then we may or may not have some ads coming up. For the show.
We're getting ads, baby. We are going corporate, sell out, public, buy the stock while it's low.
This may be the last episode where we're allowed to speak highly of Ghislaine Maxwell.
Damn it. Damn it. That's my girl.
Yeah. So, a couple exciting things. And then, Kerryn's got all her shows coming up in August, so that'll be good.
I'll be in South Bend, Indiana at the Drop the first weekend in August. The following weekend, I think I'm in Lafayette doing the Lafayette Comedy Festival, and then the weekend after that I'm doing the Windy City Festival in Chicago. So doing a lot of panels, a lot of headlining, and having fun.
Nice. No better place than Chicago in the summertime.
I love Chicago in the summertime.
I'm going to send my brother to go see you in South Bend.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tell him to bring 50 of his friends.
I'll tell him to bring a bunch of people.
Thank you.
Listen to the Great Ink Podcast with me and Micah.
Let's go.